Hey everybody, this is the stream again for today, which is the 7th of March. This is kicking off what should be a nice week worth of
Yeah.
streams, some long streams and some big ones. And today's is a pretty big one, and it's also something completely new that we've never attempted before on the show. We're gonna be playing through a Famicom Multicart of about 100 games. I think exactly 100 games, actually. And we're gonna try and not lose our minds. But given what I know about some of the games on here, I don't know if I can make that guarantee. All right, so here we go. The the specific cart, I think, as far as I can tell, just goes by the name 101, which is how a lot of these things are called, but it doesn't have any other interesting name to my knowledge. That music, of course, that beautiful music, which you may or may not be able to hear, is the telltale sign of this. It's not loading for some reason. 1 second. Um, the no. The FC Ultra X has been giving me some problems here trying to run this. Not the ROM, but just there we go. But let me guess, as soon as I hit that, right? Nope. Oh, that's weird. Okay, so apparently it needs to be on the same screen as this. Fair enough. I'm actually recovering from a bit of a sickness, so hopefully that doesn't get in the way too much of Streamapalooza. Alright, here we go. 100 games, Tom.
Oh my gosh, Super Shrek Bros.
Yeah. See, you picked up on that one pretty quick. Yeah. Super Shrek Brothers is a game on here, and we will play it.
But first,
for better or for worse.
We have to go behind enemy lines.
Behind enemy lines. Behind enemy lines. Now, some of these games are originals. Some of them are just extensive hacks. I think I know what this might be a hack of. And we'll alternate, because otherwise I'm going to go insane. So this is obviously Super C. And I haven't played this farther than just making sure it works, so the contents of this are actually completely new to me. And I'm not doing very good at Super C starting off here, which is unfortunate, because I'm not too terrible at it. Tom, on the other hand, is awful at Contra and anything that involves skill. So, I gotta show my superiority a little bit here. Yeah, they come out of there, and then I actually prefer Super C to Contra. I feel like it's I don't know, at least with the first area it's a little bit more fair, but I'm not really sure. What's your opinions on Super C and Contra, Tom?
I don't play those games.
What do you play, Tom?
I play the Pac-Mans and the Zeldas.
The Zeldas and the Pac-Mans.
Yeah.
See, this is part of the reason why I avoided Pokemon for so long. Because it turned me into somebody who couldn't play Super C. I think the weapons are slightly different here. But I did get the re-release of Pokemon Yellow. What was that? A week ago or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Right before I got sick and then lost all ambition to play.
Yeah.
Oh shoot. At least I didn't pick that up. This is a spreader. So this looks to seem to be a... Whoa, I turned into a skeleton. Can't see anything though. Oh, I died again because I couldn't see anything.
Wow. Good. You're really good at this game. Yes.
I'm handing the controller to Tom because I want to see him do better, and I know he can't. No. Wow, you're really good at this game.
I never said I was, but you said you were better than me, so
Okay,
I gotta get farther.
All right. Then show that you're better than me, Tom. Make me look like a big jerk. Big jerk who only lies. Oh no. Dude, you have an uphill battle now, Tom. You're on to your last life. Your character, who looks a lot like the Super C guy, but just slightly changed. Oh, and then your skeleton again. Disappointing. That's game number 1. That was behind enemy lines. Next up is battle formula. Ooh.
What does it say, Michael?
This is battle formula. I believe this is Super Spy Hunter. If I recall. Aha! It is. I think. Oh. What?
Oh, did you just turn into a frog
Whoa!
or something? Oh.
I'm going fast. This must be the battle formula portion of it. Wow. The graphics on this game are really good. I saw Game Center CX do an episode on it. The graphics are really amazing, and like what they're able to do visually with it. But it's also extremely hard. Like ridiculous. Even for their ADs they brought in, they're like, maybe this is too much for RNO. Damn it. Okay, I got the cough out of my system. Now I can start playing good. This is my first time ever playing Super Spy Hunter, or Battle Formula, or whatever you want to call it. There seems to be some significant slowdown, but I can't tell. You kind of have a weird position at the top of the screen. I can't tell if I'm going backwards or what my position is. I kind of thought the whole idea was that you go really fast and you sort of, it's just like a basic shooter, but I don't know. Oh.
Well, you got an extra life.
Did I?
I think so.
This might not be the game for me. It's very disorienting. I'm trying to get a grip on the controls. What?
You die.
Well, that was Battle Formula. A pretty advanced game for this Multicart, I think. Kind of interesting to see it on there. But this is what we've been waiting for, the whole 3 games. It's time for Super Shrek Brothers. Which... Is that him?
I guess so.
Oh, boy. I can't wait. I am just confused.
What were those?
What? I died. I died at the first Goomba.
Oh.
Tom, now, I'm not I'm not what you would call a Shrek maniac. I don't think you would call it.
So I am.
No, I'm just saying, but I don't remember any. Oh, I remember that. That's Shrek right there. Okay. Everything seems really fast.
Well,
I think
be a blue Shrek.
Yeah, I think Shrek took some lessons from the Sonic. Oh, geez, Shrek, calm down.
What is he throwing? Potions? I don't remember aliens being in Shrek.
You saw a different film than me, I guess. Do you think movies like Shrek are films, Tom, by the way? Or are they something worse? Not that Shrek is particularly bad, I guess. I don't know. What is your opinions on Shrek?
It was
I get that it's a
good
meme.
at first, I guess. And then it became a meme.
I don't know if it was ever good. I think that's part of the meme. Like, look how bad it is. Oh, look, his face is on the flag.
A lot of people seem to like it at first, and then it became a meme.
I don't know. It's definitely not something you would call higher, I think. He's so quick! These are real ogre controls. If you ever wanted to know how a real ogre controls, and Lord knows I have, then this is the game for you. Super Shrek Brothers. It's classic.
Everybody should be playing this instead of those Mario Brothers.
But none of it's related. Like, Shrek's related to Shrek, I guess. I mean, good for him. But...
Where up with those Koopas?
Oh, man, it's so quick. You drop like a brick. A brick on Sunday.
We haven't even seen Bowser yet.
Yeah, that's what I'm... Oh, it's everyone's favorite character. Weird alien, which has its torso under... 2 torsos. One with a head. I don't know what it is. I don't like it. He looks really weird when he ducks. Oh, I don't...
I thought he looked really weird when he was, like, small.
Yeah, that was weird, too. It's just weird. Ah! So
I think
heavy.
they were trying to make this into, like, an alien game, and then they were all like, wow, this alien looks a lot like Shrek. Let's
You're
make
probably
this a Shrek
right.
game.
Or maybe there's a Shrek movie that we never saw. Like, maybe China got it. They got an Iron Man movie or something repackaged as a Shrek movie.
Oh.
It's Shrek versus the aliens. Yeah, you've seen those, like, Chinese knockoff, like, toys, right?
I think so.
Like, League of Right, or whatever, where you got a car, you got the car, you got Batman, you got Shrek, you got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, the whole game. Okay, now this feels so wrong that I'm actually gonna try and take my time to not mess up the jump here. He's both... I don't think they messed with it. I think maybe it's just the cartridge being made for Chinese hardware, which might run at a different frequency or something. I don't know.
Weird.
You can start seeing the limit of some of my game knowledge when I talk about frequencies. I don't know anything about that. They did do all the animations.
Maybe they just thought Shrek was an alien, and that's why all the saucers are in.
Is that?
I mean, look at his Shrek's ears. Don't they remind you of an alien's ears?
And he's green, and the Chinese government knows that aliens are green. That's because they're hiding them from us. Wow, we've almost beaten Super Shrek Brothers.
And we still haven't seen Bowser.
We still haven't seen Shrek's long-lost brother. Schleck. Schlimmick. Actually, it's gonna be Spock. To go with the alien theme. Maybe they thought Spock and Shrek were related. Makes sense. My question right now is, was this made by a Chinese developer who's like, we're gonna finally do it. We're gonna bring Shrek to the people. Or was it made by some guy who's all like, that Shrek thing's really funny and hasn't run its course whatsoever. So I'll make a hack. Oh wait, the only thing that's funny about Shrek is
there's
Shrek.
a star.
It is a star. They maintain that. It's just a weird star. Oh wow, I feel invigorated. He's so heavy. You rock. I knew that wasn't
It's
good.
all over now.
Oh, please. Oh, now we're back to this thing. It's gross.
Weird alien thing.
We might not be able to beat this because it's ridiculous. I want you to try it, Tom.
Okay.
Time
to put my skills to the test.
You'll instantly feel wrong. Things won't feel right. Doesn't it feel terrible? I think it must be like an overclocking thing, an overclocking effect going on with the CPU or whatever. Whatever nerd terms. That was Super Shrek Brothers. It was
something.
scoring. Scoring. What?
Who knows what ill brain.
Probably something like Circus Charlie or something. Oh, it's Arkanoid. It's lemons instead of blocks.
Best game.
And pineapples. Oh, I screwed up.
Yeah, you did.
There are pineapples though. I mean, I'm thankful for that. This game is improving over. Oh boy. Man, I'm so bad. Well, Tom. Okay, if you're an Arkanoid expert, tell me, how was Arkanoid originally played?
Well, I shouldn't have to say that because really, it's that obvious. So I won't.
Tom thinks he's hilarious. Well, I wasn't paying attention. Arkanoid, we've seen it before. We know it's a game that people played. We know it's real.
Football.
Is this gonna be soccer?
Who
Well,
knows?
there's the answer right there, actually. We can be China. We can be Japan. We can't be America. I'm very good. And there's a halftime in 45 minutes. Oh wow! I wonder how I pulled that off. Oh.
Play the game, soccer.
Oh.
Yeah. No.
Whoa.
Don't do it. No. No. Go.
What?
Steal the ball or something. Did you do it? Was that you?
What? What are they doing? Oh. What?
Who is you?
Ah, he's done.
Okay.
Oh man, Tom, we're only 1/20th of the way through.
Oh.
Bomb Jack, I know this game. It's the mightiest Bomb Jack. But they changed the sprite. Now Bomb Jack's some stupid looking thing.
What are you trying to do?
Trying to get to the end of the level.
Shouldn't you be trying to get those treasure chests or whatever?
Not unless I want to be sent to the evil devil room or whatever it's called. Oh my god, there's rabbits and... Wait, what?
Ghost. And a fireball.
When Naruto beat this game, as part of that incredible Game Center special,
Yeah.
which is actually included on the DVD that you got me.
Oh.
So that's something. When he did that, it was the most beautiful moment in all of video game history.
I see.
Like, you would not even believe it. This is surprisingly difficult. I'm surprised he pulled it off. I don't think there's that many levels to it, was the thing. Which is why he was able to do it, maybe. More coughing.
Everybody's favorite thing.
These used to be bombs. Now they're crystals. It's interesting that they didn't change the title to something stupid and ridiculous. There's some interesting mechanics to Bomb Jack that I'm hoping I can show you here, Tom.
Okay.
We'll see. But, you can actually skip levels. You go in here. Now, if you... Oh, where is it? Oh, I don't think you can tell with this one because they made the game screwed up. You have the ability to save or skip in Bomb Jack. And you do it by grabbing the bombs or rupees or whatever they are this time in the order that they blink on the screen. Oh, well, I died. Bomb Jack's dead.
For Bomb Jack.
Now it's time to get violent. Violent.
Oh.
The story of race cars, motorbikes.
Shoot.
Is this a real game? Is this a remake of the famous Star Wars plug-and-play title Utapau Chase, which is a game that only I myself know about, and Tom, I guess,
Yeah.
he knows about it too.
But nobody else knows about it, probably.
It is as boring as it so far. I mean, it's classic.
Oh, you got those electric wires there.
That's pretty good, right?
And
Oh.
There you go. You finally died.
Oh, it took so long.
Yes.
Toto. Wizard of Oz. Milan. Astro Robo Toto. That's my favorite kind of Astro Robo. Whoa! Oh, this is Mr. Shoot'em's game. I don't know what that means. Yeah, I've seen this crap before.
This looks like balloon fight.
No, it's not. You gotta shoot around with your energy pack. Like your gun shoots you around. It's kind of an interesting idea. I like it a little bit. Oh, yeah, this is a hack. You see that guy down there?
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
You see that weirdo? You see him, right?
Yeah.
You see how creepy he is? You don't like him, do you? I don't either. That guy, he has a name. This must be made by that company then. I have this plug and play, okay? The plug and play has a few games on it. I was actually gonna do a review of it, but then one of my files for it got lost and I just gave up. It had some games on it. It had a version of pinball called Hoodle. They had another game called Kant Energy, which is Load Runner, but it had that guy in it. And apparently that guy's everywhere. It's like he's a bootlegging mascot or whatever, and he's the creepiest thing ever. He's just a weirdo.
I thought it was a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
I think he's trying to be one. The creepiest one.
The one that...
I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Alright, well that was enough for this game. Hopefully we don't see any more of that guy, but I'm sure we will.
Soldier.
Oh. Okay. Oh! What?
I'm confused?
Huh?
Is this like Super Mario?
Let's go, Tenjiku. Good luck.
Is the cake...
This is, I believe... Son?
Yeah.
I think it's a hack of that. But with a military theme.
This game looks really weird.
It's not bad, actually. It's kind of fun so far. I don't really, understand. But then again, I'll need to sometimes. Oh, 19, that must be a marker. So the guys chase you to a certain extent. Okay. That's pretty good. Maybe I should add this to the list of games I should try and get.
This marker 18 as well.
Oh. We're moving on up. What's that? Wait. Is that a dog wearing one of those collars? Why don't you know? Wait, this is marker 18 again.
Go down and collect that thing.
That thing?
Yeah, let's see if it does anything.
Oh, I see powers though. Or something.
Go grab the powers.
I turned them into carrots. Or bombs.
Maybe you have to defeat those squids or something.
Oh, like it loops until I kill all the guys.
Well,
wait.
Guess not.
Huh?
I guess you just have to be good or something. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Well, now I know how to win. be good or something. You always got the most useless advice, Tom.
I give good
And I
advice.
say that in a loving way.
We can't.
Oh, wow, that slowdown. I mean, it's...
Cards.
Oh, are the enemies? Air enemies.
Cards.
Maybe this is a bonus area.
A bonus area for you.
Maybe those are carrots. I really can't figure any of this out. All I know is that I'm the good guy, and they're the bad guys.
Or maybe you're the bad guy.
Oh yeah, I never considered that. Thanks, Tom.
You're welcome. Ooh, boss area?
I wonder if there's any, like, Chinese military overtones to this game. Oh, I died. Oh, wait, okay. Damn, I killed that one. Shoot. I think I goofed up. Alright, well...
That's enough of that.
No, that's pretty interesting.
Okay.
Oh, we're almost done with the first
Dragon.
page.
We're 1/10 of the way done.
Dragon. Easy.
Stage 1.
Oh, sorry, I had to press start. Oh, never
Is
seen this
this-
game before.
No, could it be? Oh my
Yes.
gosh, this is a game. It's so creative. I've never seen anything like it.
Wow, it's so immersive. That's really what we're trying to do with this game, is really immerse people in the immersive world that we created. It's so immersive and interesting and immersive. It really immerses you. Like you're underneath water. Immersed.
Do you feel like a dragon?
I feel like an independent game developer.
Oh,
Are you immersed yet, Tom?
so immersed.
If you're not immersed yet, I will physically put you underneath water.
Oh, please don't.
One of us will be immersed. If it's not you, it'll be me. Well, so far this is Snake.
No, it's not. It's dragon.
Oh.
It's super creative and original.
Which, and this dragon thing, honestly, seems like it's a hack of some pre-existing thing I've played before on my, I have a multicart for the Game Boy of Famicom games. It's like running an emulator on the Game Boy. And this game was on there, but it didn't have the weird snake head graphic. The dragon head graphic, or whatever you want to call it. It was the same game anyway. I also think that the stages ended quicker. Maybe this one goes on forever. Wait, no, it doesn't. There it is at the top, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
There we go.
Ooh, you beat stage 1. Now do you have to eat your tail?
Nope.
No,
Oh,
there's
there's a hole.
exit
Yeah.
right there. You go into the exit and you just
Ah! The way my body looked, it...
Game over. No more for you.
Uh.
It's game over.
Alright.
Page 2.
Benthel.
Who knows?
Prisons. This is Miss Pac-Man. No. Benthel World.
So beautiful.
Well, somebody presented it.
Yeah. No way.
Oh, it's Pyramid! Or whatever that game is called.
It's like Tetris or something.
No, not this. Well, I mean, it's like Tetris, but it's different enough. It's with triangles. Which is actually an original thing, more or less. This was developed by Sachin, if I recall. But it wasn't called Benthel World, whatever that means.
Because it's under the water, Michael.
Wait, Benthel, does that mean something to you? What's Benthel?
I don't know.
Well, you just said it was because it's underwater.
Well, they showed a whale, and I thought, like, oh, Benthel must be a name of a whale or something.
I don't know if whales live near this kind of area. Got bombs, I got pieces dropping into place. I got Benthel World.
I Benthel. He Benthel. We, she, it Benthel.
Benthel. Bentheline.
It's first grade.
Yes, it is, Tom. It is first grade. It's really... Okay, I guess I could make... Yeah! I Bentheled! Benthel, we saved you. I assume that's what the goal of the game is. To save the whale. The whale named Benthel.
That we've named Benthel.
But you can learn a lot from these sort of games. You can learn that Tetris doesn't really work when you turn it to triangles. And call it Benthel World. It loses part of its appeal. It's interesting though how well this works. Honestly. That you can kind of have a Tetris game, which is...
This piece is the awkward one. Oh, they gave us another one.
Oh, thanks. Oh.
No, you made like a best thing. Good going. Well, that was that.
That was Benthel World. Still don't have any idea.
Popeye.
Okay, I think we all know this one. It's the story of John Cena. And he's got to get back his can of green potatoes. This is a real story.
Yes.
I've played Popeye enough.
I think he did a review
Also,
on it.
I feel ashamed that I even brought up John Cena since I have no idea who that is. I've only seen the name.
Oh, the racing game X-Racer.
Whoa! The speed is killing me.
So fast. You're in first now.
Oh, we gotta go from Los Angeles to... Wait. Oh, what?
I don't think you're driving well. Wow. That guy needed
Well,
to
I know
stop.
that game now, too. How about Space War? I can't believe they're having another one. Whoa!
Who's this Galaga with... it has... I think it has the sound effects from Galaga.
Yeah. It's not bad. Oh. Do I have ammo? It feels like I have ammo. Like I ran out of ammo there. It is using the Galaga sound effects. Yeah, I'm all out of ammo now. What?
How do you refill your ammo?
I don't know.
Well, that game's over now.
I liked it until it stopped being fun. How about Marsman?
Let's see this just be like...
Goodbye, Marsman. Oh, I know what this game is. Tom. For 50 Miking Games points. What is this game? Which I previously reviewed. Before they hacked it into this. Oh my god. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Hello.
Binary Land is the correct answer, you tool. This is a great game. But it's weird now. Because they changed the things to be different.
Gurren and Malin.
Yeah, the penguins. Except for now they're people, and technically they're Marsmans. Oh, they found the compute. Oh, okay. I don't know if the story of Marsman is as compelling to me as the story of two penguins in love. But what really is more compelling than penguins in love? You got something, Tom? Binary Land is another game the Game Center CX played, and he got to the end, and then there wasn't an ending, and he was like, wait a second, what? And they were like,
You
sorry.
messed up.
Huh?
Did he mess up, or was there
No,
ending?
there was no ending.
That's no good.
There. Alright, well, that's Marsman. It doesn't make for very good streaming. Neither would the original. Oh, Maze. No, Maze Tussle. Oh, I know what this is.
I don't.
$10, Tom. Guess what it is? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Is it a wrestling game?
Nope, Pac-Man.
Oh.
You fool.
Okay.
I recognize. Oh my God! What? He's gross. Ew. Ew, it's gross. I recognize the weird scrolling thing that the title screen did. I don't know why it does that. Well, the game is still Pac-Man. You still do Pac-Man things.
What if the ghosts just want to eat the Pac pellets too?
Oh.
What if we're the bad guy?
Oh, Tom, this is a great point. Do you want to go write an article for a big name game news site, and then call it the real secret behind Pac-Man?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, go and do it.
No, I'm not going to, because I'm too lazy.
Oh no, Mr. Tussle, is that his name?
I don't know.
No, I guess we're in a tussle in this maze. Okay, so last time I got a heart, now I'm getting half a strawberry on its side. Now the progression here is obvious.
Can we get the full strawberry?
No. Not Maze Tussle doesn't get that.
Or
Mr. Maze Tussle.
Maybe that's not a strawberry on the side.
Maybe that's a more realistic heart?
Maybe that's another organ.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like the liver or something.
No, look, as greens. Oh my God, what?
That's fluids, Michael.
Oh no, that's the preservatives. Wow, I can't wait to write my article. The truth behind Maze Tussle. Everyone will be confused. Okay,
that's enough, Pac-Man.
That was Maze Tussle, Tom. Actually, technically, it was just maze, which could have been about corn.
Tennis. This better be tennis.
It sounded like the music, but they missed. Oh! You know who that is over there?
Are those the people from Adventure Island?
That's what it looks like. Oh, but I'm normal.
Oh, and
Okay, get rid of Mario. Put the Adventure Island guys over there. That'll fool them, okay? You can be the most normal guy ever, though. In fact, I'm so normal it's completely out of place. That worm!
Oh no, you missed.
I'm getting a phone ring.
I'll play the next game.
Okay.
Okay, so what's the next game?
The next game is Star.
Oh, I must have accidentally messed up. I'm already doing so bad.
If only Tom said I would have, like, would you have purposely messed up, Tom?
Okay.
Press start. Oh wait, what?
Is this Star Wars music?
Yeah, it was. Are you playing?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh my God, is this Bird vs. Camel? Did they make a port of Bird vs. Camel for Wait, is this Empire Strikes Back? Like ported to the NES?
I don't think so.
Can you land on that purple stuff?
Yes.
Oh, those are blocks of tortured people. Well, Tom,
Oh, well, I guess I'm okay at this. Maybe I don't know. Actually, I'm probably doing pretty bad. We'll just speed it
go
up.
at the speed of sound.
Don't die, please.
And you could have called this game Board versus Camel.
No,
Okay, this game's dumb.
I was getting so far too. Okay, the next game is IQ Champion.
You will be the smartest one, Tom.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, guys.
Oh yeah,
Is that
that looks
Mega Man?
that looks like an IQ champion to me. That's IQ champion, the original character that we created that is so beloved by everyone. Level 1. Oh yeah, IQ champion. A story of a man and birds and a heart and a bee
Bees.
and
Bees.
and you shoot
Not the bees.
to get the hearts.
Okay. Oh.
What?
I did it, I think. No.
What?
They're more. Those are bees, they're no good.
What? This is obviously a Dream Gear game now. Everyone knows Dream Gear, the famous creator of absolute schlock. Level? IQ champion level.
Am
Tom,
I getting farther? I can't tell.
I need you to do something for me real quick, okay?
Am I? I don't know.
I need you to what is this game?
Okay, I beat all the enemies pretty quickly though.
Tom, can you do something for me real quick?
Oh, I'm on level 4 apparently.
Wait, it started to level naming them again?
Yeah.
I need you to explain to me quantum entanglement theory. You
Uh,
IQ champion. Prove that you are the
Yes.
IQ champion.
that theory is, I don't know.
I have a question, Tom. Oh, you got part of a 5 there. You're starting to become a real IQ champion now. I have a question, Tom. Oh, look at the numbers. That's your score down there in the bottom right. But it looks like it's formatted like Atari scoring, where like the numbers are weird drawn objects or whatever.
I don't know. Do I have a good score?
I don't know. You probably are the world record holder for IQ champion.
Oh, stop moving! I can't. This last beat.
Oh, he's getting good. Okay. Did you ever have to take an IQ test at any point in your life?
I
don't think I've
so.
ever been given an IQ test. People always talk about like, oh, my IQ score is I'm the smartest person ever, and they gave me the IQ score and said that I was the smartest person who ever lived. But I don't think I've ever been in a position where anyone's ever given me like an official IQ test.
Yeah.
Like,
You
proctored
can
by
like
people who know.
increase your IQ, I think. Can't you? I don't know.
That's actually like a social. That's actually like a psychology debate.
Yeah.
Is
Like I hear that you can increase your intelligence. I remember that, but
I think that's still a point of debate for a lot of people. Like, obviously, you can increase your intelligence in terms of how many facts you know, I think.
Yeah.
But then people argue, is that intelligence, or is intelligence the thing that allows people to be able to, is it, process information or come up with new ideas, right?
Yeah.
To judge new situations. Oh, your level was beat. Now you're on to level K.
Will I ever beat this game? Find
Will
out.
RNO ever beat the famous classic IQ champion? So far this game is terrible.
Yeah.
It is a game. This is actually probably better than a lot of Dream Gear games, or Dream. Yeah, that's what they're called, right? Dream Gear. In that it has these little level transition things. They just didn't program them correctly.
I think that it's supposed to say complete at the end of that.
Yeah, I'm wondering too, because it kind of runs underneath it, right? Like it's gonna reveal more text, but then it didn't know how to, because he's no IQ champion himself.
Oh no, these guys are going fast. Like Sonic.
You gotta go fast. We've kind of been memeing a little bit hard this stream. I'm not sure I'm proud of that. I think the Shrek thing started it.
Flame Shrek, that's good.
Flame Shrek.
There we go.
Wait.
No, not giving me anything.
Level 1? Oh!
I
You beat the game!
Woo!
That makes our first completed game, and we're done. Alright, next. Not done with the Multicart, obviously. No, we gotta...
Gold digger.
I ain't saying she's a gold digger.
Crazy gold digger.
Oh, it's crazy? Is this gonna be Load Runner? No. This game is actually...
Hey, it's Kirby.
It is. It's really creepy. Tom, I'll give you $1 million if you can guess what this game was actually originally called.
What was it called? Non-gold digger?
Nope. Yeah, it was exactly the opposite. I just realized the music's very reminiscent of
what
Dig
was
Dug.
it originally called?
Super Arabian.
Oh.
That along with Super Chinese. What? That doesn't even make any sense. I don't know what I am. Like even
Kirby.
as no.
Yes. You must accept your destiny as being Kirby.
Oh, I gotta spell horse. For some reason. Like, I don't mind, I guess, but I don't really know why I'm doing it. Oh, I spelled horse! I even got it!
You got a sword now?
I'm doing pretty good at this game, actually, which is interesting, because usually I suck. But I'm gonna give it a break there, because it's really creeping me out.
Oh, next page!
Penguin.
We're already 1/5 of the way done, guys.
Oh. You can even...
8.
Oh, I wonder... Wait, game editor. What would this be? This has to be... has to be an early, like, black box game. Oh, it's... Oh my god. Tom, what is this game?
I should know this. I remember it.
Oh, man. What an embarrassing fellow. This is Milk and Nuts.
Oh.
Featuring graphics from the game that Marsman was based off of, which was...
Binary Land.
Oh, wow, you remembered that. That actually annoys me. I didn't want you to remember. But that's cool. This is me and Bailey's, like, favorite, the Binary Land, that is me and Bailey's favorite game. And for whatever reason, they reuse the graphics all the time in these crummy bootleg games. What's that?
It's a house.
Give it a level try.
Okay. Gotta get good. Gotta get good, guys. I'm gonna get good. Oh, snap. No!
Wait, what were you doing there?
I was trying to get good. I didn't. Ow.
Tom can do it.
Ooh.
You can beat the first level of a game. I believe in you. Ooh, nice fake.
Oh.
Yeah, okay. Well, enough of that. Bring us on to our next game, Tom. Jungle Adventure, which is probably going to be the Jungle Book, I bet. Oh! No, it's a scary bear. What?
Zone 1.
Oh, please be Sonic. What? Oh! It's the Donkey Kong Country enemy!
Yeah.
Wait, is this a Donkey Kong Country boss rush? What?
Oh no, I died.
I think it is. Did you see how the lives came down there?
I died again.
Tom, you're embarrassing me. This is the most fascinating thing we've seen all day.
I can't get it. I can't. It doesn't jump high enough.
I don't know why, but that's the funniest thing ever. So this is Jungle Adventure. It stars a bear monkey with a top hat, right?
I don't know. I think that's just this year.
And it's a Donkey Kong boss rush.
I think we've done that boss before, though.
No, I've never played this version before, honestly.
He looks very similar to another bootleg that we couldn't beat.
That was really sad, that game. It's so weird. He looks so weird. Look at him just sit there. Oh god, that's creepy. Oh shoot.
you know my pain.
This is something I've never even seen before, so I wonder where this came from. Like, I'm not familiar with this bootleg, I guess. I'm obviously familiar with the cartridge enough now. But I guess it showed me to expect the unexpected.
Are we getting him?
It's definitely given us more feedback than that one mouse battle. Oh, you tricked me!
Oh, snap.
Maybe I'm supposed to be a Tanuki. Three hits. 4 hits. 5 hits.
Well, that was enough of that.
I really wanted to see what came next, though. Jungle Adventure, guys. That was certainly an adventure. Magic block. I bet this is columns. Oh. Oh.
Is it Tetris?
It is, I guess.
But with weird shapes.
No one likes Tetris with weird shapes.
Yeah.
It's a proven fact. You mess up the formula.
Nobody knows how to play with weird shapes.
Tom,
then.
where did Tetris get its name from? Also, going back to our conversation earlier, do you think intelligence is something that can be improved? Or do you think it's something that you're born with?
Oh, I think it can be improved.
I tend to agree. I think that there are some people who seem to, I don't know, not have a predisposition to thinking in ways that I think are uniformly seen in hyper-intelligent people, you know?
Yeah.
But I think everyone has a lot of room to grow and can grow.
Yeah.
I don't like this shape. Oh, you gave me another one. This is becoming a
You didn't like it?
trend.
Here
Yeah,
you
here's
go.
another. The Tetris gods.
Tetris.
The
Tetris gods don't smile fondly on this game.
Yeah. In the Olympus for of the Tetris gods, they've got like the really lame one that no one likes working on this one. Yeah, you get to work on a magic block. Yeah, chances are no one's gonna be
Oh
playing
boy,
that one.
I'm getting to
Oh boy!
work on my first Tetris game. Oh boy.
Does it not have blocks so I can Tetris? Or so I can magic a block? Please, I want a magic block.
Oh, pretty block.
I'll do a mini magic block.
Well, that
Wow,
was magic
it works
block.
just like Tetris does. Air umbrella. I bet this is Puyon or whatever. No, not Puyon. That game where you're where the wolves try and fall down and you shoot them with the arrows.
Okay.
Oh, is it? No, I know exactly what this is.
Is this? Yeah, balloon fight.
Balloon fight, yeah. With aliens though, because aliens are everywhere, Tom.
They even kept the balloon trip thing.
Didn't it say umbrella trip?
No.
Oh, it did.
Balloon trip.
Yeah. They went through all the effort of. Oh shoot. Let's try and make the orange balloon appear. Do you think Awada ever saw this happening? Someday his game would be like a weird game. I used to be good at balloon fight, but I'm not good at it on here. And it's because of the controls. I'm telling you. They're bad now. Layer's secret. Is Layer a person?
I don't know.
Or is it just...
It's just...
It's
I think I remember this game.
Please,
no, I don't.
have this...
I thought it was a
religious
lawnmower
pamphlet.
game. Or something.
Oh, I have a...
Don't die.
Take this religious tract. This is obviously a lot of very Japanese mythology things going on here. Is this Lolo, but like slow and crap?
Where do you go?
Where did you come from? Where did you go?
How do you beat the game?
Cotton Eye Joe.
Who knows? Okay, Sky Invader.
Are they gonna invade Prizes of Space Invaders? No, this is a real game again.
8 left.
You gotta shoot them with your. Look at Tom.
I was staring off into space there.
It's like just this game didn't affect him in any way, and it didn't affect me either. Sorry, Sky Invader.
Bounce.
This was on that plug and play I was talking about earlier, with the scary monkey thing. Remember?
It's Mappy.
Yeah, it is Mappy.
Okay.
Mappy's a classic.
Yeah.
I like Mappy.
It's still Mappy though.
It's still Mappy. We've seen it before. We know about it.
So guys.
Oh, but I collected that fire flower. It's pretty early. Also, we suck. Fire flowers in this game. You can get good money in the game. You can get cheese in the game, but you're not a mouse. You're a person named Bounce.
How
Time
do you
to
know
bounce.
it's Bounce?
That's what it was called.
How do you know his name is Bounce?
Well, Mappy's name is Mappy.
Yeah, you think they just copied it all together, Mike?
Yeah, that's what they did. Oh, look, Hoodle's on here! Hooray! Oh, I can't wait to do that. But first we got a tip motto. I'm a shrimp.
Okay. Wait.
Oh, of course. It's tip moto.
In other words, another game we played.
Oh yeah, Tom? If you've played this game before, then what is it?
It's Excite.
Oh, but this one's new and improved. Because I think they reversed the controls.
I don't like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The new gameplay options here. Oh.
Well, there's that.
I'm not giving that game a tip.
Oh. We have to do Hoodle.
Yes, we do. Oh, we're duck on it this time. Isn't this what you think of when you think Hoodle, Tom? Jellyfish? Dancing men?
Yeah.
That robot?
This
thing?
is really Hoodle-ish.
If it ain't Hoodle, it ain't,
Oh, there's the mini game, and look, there's a green elf person.
I'm on a skateboard. I'm glad that there's an elf. Shoot. Oh. Comeback kid. I've always hated the mini game in pinball, cause it's always over so quickly. Here I can cheat.
There is no exit, I don't think.
No, like there isn't really an exit. You're supposed to. Ah, shoot. That's a new gameplay feature thanks to Hoodle. Okay, well, I'm tired of this. I remember that I played this game and I got really far in it, and then after I got to a certain score, it took away my flippers. I'm sick. I'm sick with sickness.
This game's bound to be good.
It's billiard 20. Oh wait.
One
In the
player
future.
game. Stage 1.
All conflicts are decided with pool.
Can you do the billiards?
The controls don't make sense on this. What? Try and figure it out, Tom. Try and figure out how to control that. No, I know obviously how to hit the ball. I meant move the cursor.
Okay, so down is left, up is right, right is down, and left is up. But they are all in a circular type of motion. They don't go straight, so I want here.
How is it, Tom?
No, I can't figure it out. Okay, there we go. We're gonna shoot from here.
Oh, it was beautiful.
I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
In Billiard 2008 doesn't have to explain anything, Tom. Hey, Tom, guess what? Page 4.
Oh,
It's time for Bitha. Bitha. Which I imagine was supposed to be Bertha. Actually, let's look at this whole page. Kant Energy! The weird creepy guy's back! Oh. Truly, this is a glorious day. Oh, here's the one I was thinking of earlier. With the, wolves where you shoot them with the umbrellas and everything. Because they're a bunch of jerks.
oh my gosh, that guy, I don't know what's going on.
It's, what is it? I don't really remember what the game is called, per se. All I remember is that it's a game, and that you can play it. You can come up here and you can get a special bazooka grenade. It's kind of fun. It's like how you want it to be. Fun little arcade game. Ah, shoot.
Whoa, whoa.
It launched a projectile at me. It's a fun game. Play it. Or play the real version, whatever it's called.
Okay. Oh, circus.
Oh, I bet this is Circus Charlie, $1 million. Yeah. They always misspell this one as Circus Chadley on
Isn't this everybody's favorite game?
It is a really fun game, actually. Why do you hate Circus Charlie, Tom?
I didn't say I hated Circus Charlie.
You said, oh, isn't this everybody's favorite game?
Oh, so just because I had that kind of tone, you took it as I hated the game? Wow.
Tom, if you said that and paired it with something that you did hate, I'd believe that you hated it. If you, like that pina colada stuff. Because Tom wanted a pina colada drink. There he is, Tom! It's everyone's favorite! It's Mr. Kant Energy.
Last time he was green, though.
Yeah, he changes colors sometimes. And he also fights lime beans. Kant Energy is like a really weird old word meaning something like a long story.
Oh, is this Lode Runner?
Yeah. Are you familiar with Lode Runner?
Yeah, a little bit.
Do you like Lode Runner?
Lode Runner's okay, I guess.
Obviously, you haven't played very much Lode Runner. Lode Runner is an excellent game. A game with which I also recorded footage for, I believe, to talk about because I was doing a Hudson Soft thing.
Wow, that didn't do good for you.
No, it didn't. That was kind of Energy. It was Lode Runner. How about Iki is actually a game that I know.
Is this Iki?
This I believe was one of the first games to be referred to as a crap game.
Oh.
That Japanese term, kusogi or whatever. I don't know. I think they talked about it. It was made by Sunsoft, I think. This and Mystery of Atlantis, which they also did, I believe, and Takeshi's Challenge are off the top of my head some of Japan's premier crappy games. Though this kind of ended up getting its own like cult following kind of thing. It's not terrible, it's hard. It's about a workers' revolution, or a farmer's revolution against a feudal lord, if I recall. Which is obvious from this game's gaminess. There's no ending to it, but you can like get a secret message or something. Which I believe they got the secret message on Game Center CX. They like completed it, but they didn't realize it because it was so unspectacular or something like that. Oh, no.
Oh, it's a ghost that possesses
No, it's a
you.
woman.
Why is she on your head?
I don't know, but she won't let me fight anymore. Oh, that's right. I think I'm supposed to be collecting all the coins.
Oh. She's upset because you haven't been bringing home your payday?
What?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either, Tom. How about Lido?
Okay.
How about Lido? Oh, what game is this, Tom?
Land.
That's right. Oh my god, but I'm weird. There's a little weird fish, though. They got that much right.
Oh, is that you, the orange thing?
I'm still bad at this game. Then again, I think I actually have an energy wave thing I can send out. Probably should have used that. It's very different, Clue Clue Land is from most games. As in, like, it's weird. It's also pretty impressive for a early NES game, I think. So what it did.
Well, that was Cuckoo.
No, that was Lido.
Yeah.
Everyone's favorite new original character.
Original character, do not steal.
What do we got next, Tom?
I'll play the next game. I think it's Spa.
Spar. Like, let's spar, Tom. But not really.
Oops, I keep pressing.
You get parsing.
Oh.
Game A versus computer or Game B versus two-player game? Oh wait, game. I didn't say
Yes,
versus.
game A. Oh.
Oh, it's Urban Champion!
Punch.
But it looks so dumb. It's Urban Champion with
No.
anthropomorphic characters. And it's stupid looking.
I don't know. I'm really bad, apparently.
This is based on something that it looks like the characters look familiar, like from something that I've hated before. Urban Champion is one of the earliest games to confuse and torture people with its just not fun gameplay. I don't know, what have you played much of Urban Champion, Tom? Because I have. I know a thing or two about Urban Champion. Let me tell you something about Urban Champion. It is a black box game. Oh, the animal police are gonna get you. Maybe they're the dog police.
Oh, police.
Thank you. Urban Champion is not a good game. It is an early game. Ooh. I feel like a creepy guy. Creepy purple land. It's one of the earliest NES fighting games. And one of the only ones, really. This and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Turtle Fighter.
Oh, it's so bright. So
Tournament
bright
Fighter.
and sunny. I've gotta punch you into that hole, guy.
Yeah. Oh!
I won!
The humans are so happy that the animals rule the streets.
Maybe they just like dogfighting.
Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah, that was kind of bad.
Poor Tom.
I tried to make a joke and it was really bad.
It's okay. It's okay. We've all been there. Tom, name the game.
I know the game, but I don't know the name. We have it on the Namco thing, I believe. The plug and play.
Yeah. It makes it on pretty much all of those. Xevious.
Who cares?
Why not?
I don't know. I don't care. So
You know who did care? Satoshi Tajiri.
oh, who's he?
The Pokemon guy.
Oh,
This is the game that inspired him to make games.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know, guys, it doesn't really matter. We even cared about a Pokemon. They still call it a Slavoli.
Okay, well, we've played that game before.
Not on stream, Tom. These are first time amazing things.
Did we?
Slalom. Moto. Why does it say Moto in the background?
Oh no,
Oh, because
it's a motorcycle.
now we have a motorcycle. Oh my god, I'm sorry. The naked man is. The naked man has gone from being a slalomer with skis to a slalomer who rides a bike down a mountain
Naked.
naked. Excuse me. This is dangerous. Oh, look at me bounce. This is not safe. This is the opposite of safe, actually. I don't care. Is slalom supposed to be fun? Because I can't tell right now. Oh.
Oh snap.
Oh wait, it didn't hurt me though.
Yeah.
It was okay.
So you do it again. Obviously.
Oh. Oh.
You won.
What?
Well, that game was that game.
And you know what else? I already forgot about it.
Okay.
Okay, wait.
Destroy.
Slalom. I think we still gotta play slalom.
No, we just played slalom.
What? I don't remember it.
Oh, that's a good thing.
This is Destroy number 1.
Oh, so there's bound to be Destroy 2 on this cartridge.
They knew that they were gonna make...
Oh,
it's Wrecking Crew. Who are we? Some hillbilly?
Yeah, probably.
Are we Frodo? Baggins? Are we a Bagginses? Are we the weird guys from the Harry Potter the 7th?
The bravest little hobbit of them all.
In the middle of the earth, in the land of Shire, there's a brave little hobbit whom we all admire.
He lives in a hobbit hole and everybody
This
knows.
reminds me that
Bilbo.
Leonard Nimoy is no longer around, isn't it? It's kind of sad.
Wow.
Well, it was still Wrecking Crew,
Yeah.
except for this time you're Frodo or a hillbilly or something, and everything makes no sense. But that's okay.
Oh, we've still got Super Shrek Brothers.
There's always that. There's Babel. I assume it's Tower of Babel.
Start button.
Now, I've been meaning to play this game for a long time.
So this game is gonna ruin it.
Look, it looks exactly the same, as far as I can tell. Your goal is you're a man, and you have very little power. Oh.
You should have thrown down those stairs.
Yeah, I guess so. And you use your little power that you have to be a stairman. Which is a noble cause, if you ask me.
Nicely done. Oh no, just go down there and take those stairs.
Were the other stairs just a... Oh, shoot! I done goofed.
Now take those stairs back.
Tom, tell me what you think of Twilight Princess HD.
It's Twilight Princess, but in HD. Okay, go to the wall.
This one?
Yeah, and just... Just try and throw it from the wall up.
You can't really throw it, though. So...
Can you bring it up to, like, the top layer? The other stairs?
My god, this first puzzle is beating me so quick. Why isn't the solution obvious?
What's the power 2 thing?
That means how many times I can lift things up. I'm dead. Huh.
Oh, well that's that game.
I did miss floor 1. Huh. That was interesting. I wish I didn't suck at it. Contraforce. Ooh. Contraforce. Kind of a controversial game in the Contra series. We can't be. Oh, we can be Smith.
Burns. Smith. Iron.
Let's be Smith. This game is actually a hack. This was actually really released in the U.S. Under the name Contraforce. That's all true. But it was a hack of a totally different game from Japan called Operation Hot Pants. Okay, that's not true. It was called something Wolf, I think. Arc Wolf or something like that, maybe.
Is the character a lone wolf?
Oh no, there's 4 characters.
Yes.
They work together.
Okay, where are the other 3 then?
Giving me moral support off screen.
No, they're not.
This game ended
They've
up
abandoned you.
This game ended up being pretty rare, because first of all, it's not really like a Contra game. Like, I mean, you can definitely see it where they could try and cheat and make it into one, or make it and try and pass it off as a Contra game.
Yeah.
But they're
snap.
really quite different. Okay. All right. Enough Contraforce.
What was that?
Or Operation Wolf, whatever. It wasn't called Operation Wolf. That's a different game. Super Contra 8. Now this is one of the famous bootlegs. Famous bootleg originals that has showed up over the years. Pirate originals. Though it might just be a really advanced hack of one of the existing Contra games. It is pretty famous. The Toad Hotel. Don't you like that? The Hotel?
Oh, yes.
I believe John Tron brought that up in his review of plug-and-play games, on which this is often on there. 2-room. Is that a real number? I wonder what happens if I call that number. Probably get put on an FBI watch list.
Yes, probably. Who knows?
Oh man, this is tough. This is tough like a game that is difficult.
Like Contra?
Yeah, the Hotel.
We've gone past that hotel a couple of times now.
They've got 2 rooms for sale. Call this number. And they will always have those 2 rooms for sale, so don't worry.
This is a video.
Huh? What? This is a video game? I thought this was real life. I was gonna base my whole entire life on it. And I was gonna tell the news media that video games made me do it. Oh, shoot.
You lost. Are you dead?
Or I'm still alive and I have enough I want to do. Yeah, it was a clumsy reference, but it worked. Kinda. Oh man, this is
Are you out of life?
this is throwing everything at me.
That's what I have to say about this game.
It's interesting though, like it looks nice for a bootleg.
Yeah.
I don't know. Honestly, I was expecting more from my first time playing that game, considering how famous it is. Heavy Barrel. Is this gonna be Donkey Kong?
Oh, I thought it was gonna be Plex. Oh, is it another Contra game?
That's very possible. Mission: destroy enemy's underground artillery base. Okay. I think this is Akari Warriors or something like it, maybe. Maybe not. That's what it reminds me of, though, instantly. Oh, the scrolling's weird.
There's a lot of shooters on this card.
Yeah. Wanna know why, Tom?
Because they're easy to produce.
No, Tom, these are all hacks. There's no reason why they should even have to worry about that. I have no idea. I was asking you. Huh? You didn't help me at all.
Yeah, I guess I did.
Oh, I got the spreader!
Which means he'll win instantly, right?
Nope, I died.
Well, that was that game.
Yeah, well, you know what, Tom? We've heard that a few too many times now, okay? Gun deck.
Best game ever.
Gun deck. Here, look at the symbol. Gun deck. I don't know. Oh, I won't do that. This is vaguely racist.
Oh, have we played this game already?
No, you're thinking of Battle Formula, which was totally different. This controls a little bit better, I think. This must be Spy Hunter 1 or whatever. I bet.
Well, I won't say it. We're almost halfway done, guys. Ooh, Adventure Island.
Nope, Crossfire. Oh, no. This looks like a crappy American video cartridge game or something. Round 1, Vietnam. Crossfire. Good luck. Crossfire. We're John Crossfire. The most baddest dude who ever did live. And we're going in to do the job. Oh, we have our fists instead of a gun.
It's like, it's with the North Star or something?
Maybe. I think it's Crossfire! So far there hasn't been any fire whatsoever though. It's been, fists.
I thought we would get like a gun or something, and this would be another shooter.
Nope, it's a puncher game. Sometimes
You're almost out of life already.
gotta hit the lizard. Crossfire, you're not a fan of mine. Here we go. Oh, how long have we been at this for? Let's take a look. I'm sure it'll be depressing. An hour and 22 minutes.
That's an hour and 22 minutes. I won't get back.
Get back when?
I don't know.
Adventure Island 2. Adventure Island is perhaps the most joyful game. There's something about it that is undeniably happy, even though it's brutally hard. Adventure Island 3 is probably my favorite though, with the first one coming afterwards. Mostly because I haven't played a lot of the second one actually. So this is a good chance to play a little bit more too. Ooh, dinosaur friend. Shoot.
That's
wasted.
That's what you have to say for dinosaur friend. He was your lifelong
Oh,
pal.
Tom, please.
Well,
Adventure Island 2 is still. You were about to say it, weren't you? Well, that was a game. It's a Pada adventure. Oh wait, no, Panda. It says Panda here. It said Pada elsewhere.
Oh no.
Oh, I can even do this.
Just sit down.
Oh, I murdered him.
Okay.
With the music? This Pada adventure's getting off to a wonderful start.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I died.
By a bird. Of all things.
It's a series of single screen.
Why does everything want to kill the panda? Is this a piece of how pandas are slowly growing extinct?
I hope not. Oh, I died. At
They
least
have infinite lives.
I hope so on this Panda adventure.
Is this for the kitties? Giving them all the lives?
I don't
they
know
need?
what this is. I think this. I think this is. We'd never made a game before, sir.
Oh. You get like 10.
I really hate what that looks like.
Okay,
That
well
was the classic Hot Dye Adventure. Musical notes. Is an early rhythm game. I think it's partially impossible though. Creative idea though, actually. Making it a game where you have to.
wait.
That's impossible.
Let's look at the clouds. See a guy in the clouds?
Oh my god. I reset it
big
somehow
noise.
though. It's weird.
Well, that game. It's a game.
Yeah, Tom. We've all heard that one before. It was a funny joke. Duck. I think I've heard of this one actually. It's another Sachin thing. Oh. Oh, please stop. Oh, please stop twice. What? There he is. Good old Duck.
Oh. Are you controlling
What? This is more broken than the last time I played this game. And I hated it then too. So. Okay, Duck. You're not no.
You're out of luck.
Oh hey, there you go. Submarine. Submarine what?
Just submarine.
No. Like those submarines?
Yeah,
I'm not a submarine though. Again,
you're shit.
this whole thing is lies and half truths.
Yeah. Are those sharks actually? Were those sharks redesigned to look like submarines?
Oh, I'm sure. I've played something like this before, I think. And it was a whale and a shark. It was called I Hate Video Games, so I played a crappy multicart.
We
Checker!
made the halfway mark!
Tom, are you ready for Checker?
Football again?
Oh, wow, are we gonna get some repeats? Checker. There's only one of them. Start. Oh, the com is Japan, and I'm... Wait.
Okay.
Right. Oh, what?
And then you move there.
Ooh, okay, we're gonna show our... how we can beat the people who made this game. What an interesting strategy. Ooh, you're gonna do a double jumpins. So move that there. Move this here. Oh, the checkers, it's gonna be quite the challenge after all. Maybe. I'm glad I took one piece at least. That's something.
Shh, it just let you take that one piece.
That's probably true. Hmm. Do that there. Hmm. Now, I don't know a lot about checker strategy. or chess strategy, or anything. But I'm sure we're in some sort of interesting pattern. He's gonna have to make the first damaging move. So I can move here. Which means he'll have to move something there.
And then you can do a double. And you want to go...
Which way should I jump from?
Jump over...
I'll just go here. Keen me, Tom. I'm beating them.
Okay, then you can get another one.
You're right.
Yeah.
And then another double jump.
Yeah.
Easy. Easiest game.
Okay, then move that piece over to the right.
He's gonna be able to jump that one though.
Oh.
Which is unfortunate.
Never mind then.
Oh, okay, there we go. I'll move this here. Naturally. Okay. So, this is where things get interesting. So far, this has been the most engaging game on this multi-cart, and it's just checkers. What does that say? Yeah, I don't know either.
It says these games aren't very good, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. That king doesn't even know what to do. We're whittling away at it though. So that's something.
Just keep that piece there. Because that way, any piece that he moves...
That's true.
Well, except for that way.
I guess he can start kind of moving up, can he?
Yeah.
Checkers, guys! It's the most incredible thing!
Oh. Wait, I didn't see that.
Oh. Tom, you went right through our defenses.
Wait.
You know what was amazing, though? That weird adventure game with the panda. Panda Adventure?
Oh, he got one of our pieces, but we can get his key. Oh, but he got... Oh.
Ooh! I think we're okay.
We've got, like, 10 more pieces than he does.
See, I'm disappointed now because everyone showed up during the checkers portion, which is a little bit inexplicable, but...
Playing checkers. Best game ever.
Yep. Did some shenanigans there.
Yep. Now we just need to get him in...
Then we can be done with this and move on to other real games. Oh, shoot.
Just move it back.
Get another Keen. I think this might be an original. An original bootleg. Or a Dream Gear title, I'm not sure. It works a little well for a Dream Gear title, so I wonder. Dream Gear, of course, has never made a single worthwhile thing in the history of their company. As far as I know, anyway. Except for IQ Champion, which we played earlier. Now that was a classic.
Oh, wait, he's gonna try
Yeah.
and do shenanigans there.
Draw!
No. No draw.
It won't let me select no.
Push start.
Oh, okay. Great, it continues on.
Oh, wait, we've got him.
Oh, we do! Yes! Yeah, it knew. It knew it was coming.
How
Bam!
about a draw, guys?
Yeah.
I'll
Alright.
draw for you.
Alright, so we're done with that. Sorry for that long and pointless detour. Let's get back to completing this. Beast. Animal contest.
If it's a racing game with animals, I'll laugh. No.
Oh no, it's this one! Tom, I want you to try and figure this out. This is that game I told you where I was so confused.
Oh,
Is it war?
I think so.
Virtual war, everybody.
But I don't know what beats what. Elephant beats something. Okay, I got a hippo and I. The only. Okay, and. But I should get everything, right?
Yeah. Oh. Oh boy.
Oh, my elephant beats your lion, but.
Not since Zoo Race has there been a game
Okay, tight.
so
Yeah,
wonderful.
Yeah, it's war. I can't play anymore.
Okay, okay. It's alright. We're getting you out of there. Don't worry. It's all good. We are playing football again. It's the same game. You did a repeat.
Oh,
Boo.
cheaters. Cheaters.
We're doing 1942, which is a game I know already, but nonetheless, it's a Capcom game. Last stage?
32 stage.
Oh.
Oh, so
And
we don't
slow.
have to get through the game. We don't need to show actual skills.
That's good. Because I don't have any.
Where's the boss?
I remember Arno was looking at multicarts, and he said something when he was in, I think, Cambodia. They had some.
Yeah.
And he had never seen one before, and he's like, "Wow, that's really smart of them. That was pretty clever, just repeating the same game 9 million times." Like, he thought it was the best idea ever. Like, no, it's cheating. No one likes that. He also liked how they would split up parts of, like, hyper sports across multiple things.
Okay. So,
Oh, sorry.
Sudden strike.
Copyright 2004. So this is probably a Dream Gear game or Dream Gear. Yeah, that's right. Okay, I was trying to remember. Oh, it's the most disorienting thing ever. I'm a tank, I think. A tank that looks rather nice, actually. Graphics. This is radar zone or whatever it's called.
Okay. There's something coming in right. Blast it.
Now it's going super fast. Oh man.
Just go the other way.
Yeah.
Get ready. Get ready. And shoot, 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 shoot. Okay. Okay. So next time, shoot now. Now. Yes. Yeah, that's how it's done.
That's stupid.
Okay, there's another one. Oh, there's two. Shoot. No.
If you go the same direction as them, they get faster. I don't like it.
What a good game.
What, Tom?
What a good game.
Oh, yeah. That was a sudden strike.
Well, this
and it
one
was
better be about
not so sudden disappointment.
New game.
Oh, it's Sakabon. Well, I guess it was just a matter of time. Yeah, I beat the first level of Sakabon. That's all I can beat.
What's next?
Did
Oh.
I pass it? Seaport Guarl.
Another shooting game.
But this time it's personal?
No, it's not personal. It's never personal. You should know by you ought to know.
The
by
entire
now.
water is moving.
That's
Like,
just
it's like
the ship.
Jello. Yeah.
Well, that was that.
That was Seaport Quarrel, Tom. Which I think might have been supposed to be Quarrel. Pizza Boy.
Is this Paper Boy?
I've got your pizza from the Nether Realm. Oh wait.
Okay.
Okay, I don't have legs.
Go to the special swirly thingy. Okay, there now. No, you need to get a pizza and then deliver that. Quick, Michael, you're running out of time.
What?
Okay, pizza. There, and then, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
Okay.
Oh, okay, then get another pizza. Quick, quick, quick.
This is actually a real game.
14. Will you make it in time? Nope.
Everything looks like a Pokemon Center, though.
5, 4, 3. Oh, you made it. Stage 2.
And I'm done. Not bad, though. Oh, sorry.
Is this like marbles or what is this?
I think it's a lie.
What's this? Are you the rabbit thing?
Maybe. What? What? I'm not even sure I'm controlling this. Honestly. What the heck?
Push start maybe.
No, the game's playing because my input makes things happen, they just don't make any sense. Like, you see how I just turned right there?
Yeah.
Guess what button I pushed?
Down?
Left.
Oh, so are the controls reversed?
No, because sometimes left doesn't be left. Like right now. Ah! I give up, and I hate it. That was bump.
It was a bumper.
Wait, what?
I tried to do bummer, but it didn't come out right.
Oh boy. Oh, look back at one of our old videos, and you made like a really good pun that that went over my head about like something like to eat crow or something like that. I don't know. It was like the funniest thing ever looking back at it now. But at the time, I didn't even believe that you actually made a pun. Oh, I died because I was a bubble. And bubbles don't get to. Okay. Oh well, that page is over.
Wait, we already did.
Yeah. Well, this looks like a page of Namco related stuff.
Mine.
Well, maybe not.
Bugs.
This one definitely is. This is Tower of Drew Up Aga. However it's pronounced.
Floor 1.
And I've never really understood this game. I don't know what there is to understand. I get that you're supposed to go around the dungeon and get a key and open up doors.
There's a key.
But your attacks really confuse me.
There's a maze.
Like, I don't really understand what I'm doing. You've kind of got the, whole gauntlet thing going on, Tom.
Yeah.
Where your health is constantly going down. It's also sort of like a time limit. Is there a way for me to speed up?
And your health are connected? Oh,
Yeah.
No.
Isn't this the right way?
I don't think so. No, it is. Never mind. Don't listen to Tom.
Jeez, I don't even know how you would have enough time to explore any more than exactly what you had to.
Yeah.
I think it's that way anyway. I think it's connected to your life.
There's another key.
Oh, maybe not. Maybe this isn't as much like Gauntlet as I remember. And I don't really remember much because I.
Okay, well that was that.
Oh, alright. It's probably not a bad game. Probably actually worth playing. It's one of the earlier RPGs. I think one of the few arcade RPG type things. Mine, which is Minesweeper, right? It is using Dr. Mario font.
Okay.
And look,
Oh my god.
look, we're here.
Does
Oh,
X
that
restarts it.
brings us back to.
You already lost. Oh, we get 3 times, I guess. Push
Why?
that happy face.
Okay. 5.
So that means there are 5 bombs right there.
Okay, this should help us. Okay. So there's one here, which means it's either here or here. If there's one here, then it's got to be here, here, or here. It's not here because whatever one is here, it shares with this one.
Okay, then click on that one.
But no, this one might be a different one. 2. There's. I don't know if that actually helped me. 3. Shoot. I lose. Minesweeper. Don't even know what it's trying to tell me. Almost won. I lost.
Wow.
Minesweeper game is crap. It's not crap, it's good. But it's not. Okay. C-Made. There's some of these games you just some of these games
made what?
What?
Never mind.
Some of these games you just see so often that in these Dream Gear style cartridges, it just kind of makes you sad. Oh, this one, the collision is messed up.
I don't like this game, man. Collision should be
That's
perfect
me.
every time.
What? You see how I did that? I held left, and then he went up and left, and found a secret area. Good job, C-Made. Alright,
What did the seed made?
Did you try it again? Okay, bugs. This is a game where you're bug and you shoot things. You're gonna really get them this time. They probably had tanks in there to begin with, and then said bugs would be interesting. And I said no. I quit.
I should play a game here.
Oh, you should. Go ahead.
Because I haven't played one in a while. Let's see here.
Hit mouse.
Okay.
Hit mouse. It's copyright 2002. Oh, there you go. Hit him.
Oops,
hit the mouse, which is clearly a mouse and not a mole.
I can't because it goes.
Don't hit the asparagus.
Sometimes it just goes. It goes super fast. Like you need. Okay, you need to play a bit of this.
Oh my god. Shh. This shovel has hyperdrive.
Oh, I should.
Am I the world record? Wait, they are mice now.
That's bad, Michael. You can't hit the asparagus.
I don't get why they look like that.
Okay.
I do get why. I just quit the game though. Okay, ignore all these. You don't want to Tom doing a fake laugh. Yeah, I get it. It's not funny.
Castle. Oh.
No, it's funny.
Oh.
Oh. Hello, Intellivision, my old friend. It actually does look a lot like
I don't think you should talk. Oh man, that dragon's got you caught. You're dead. Go to the castle before the dragon does, probably. Why is the forest just suddenly growing?
Guys, I made this new game. What are you talking about?
The dragon died.
We're just gonna steal all our games. No, I made this great new game.
Okay.
We gotta put it on the cartridge.
Okay. Quick, to the castle before it changes. Can you?
No, I can't.
Oh, that's
that is dumb. Ow. Hurt my cheek. How'd I do that?
So many games we've played through.
What a great day.
Bomberman.
Here you go, Tom. Why don't you give this a go?
Okay, let's see my amazing Bomberman skills.
The first Bomberman is a very boring game. Very slow.
Okay, just go into my bombs, please.
You gotta like corner them, Tom.
I don't want to corner. Aha! No! Okay, here we go. I'm sure this is pathetic.
I don't know. I don't think there's many Bomberman speedrunners.
Oh. Okay, get back in there. That's right. Yeah.
Well done. You killed your first enemy.
Okay, next time.
This game was like done in a week or something crazy like that. The Bomberman for NES. Yeah. Pull that off pretty good.
Next one. No, don't go to the side. Just
I'm thinking though that if you mess up, you have to start all over again.
probably. Just get close.
Wow. Double kill, Tom. Extra points. There's the last enemy.
Go do something stupid. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Don't do something stupid yourself, Tom.
I won! Yay!
Hmm?
I won, didn't I? I won. Where?
What? This is not how you beat Bomberman?
Do I have to clear all these walls now?
Oh no!
That's gonna take me a while.
It's not taking you at all because I'm quitting you.
Oh,
You've been pulled.
oh snap.
Let me go around this way again. Okay.
Ooh, I saw a game.
Really?
Yeah,
On
a game
this
that
cartridge?
we all know and love.
Oh no. It's Galaxian, but it looks weird. But now it doesn't look weird. It looks normal. Galaxian was a big deal. It had color. The guy who created Space Invaders said this is one of the few Space Invaders clones that impressed him. But he wasn't impressed with the gameplay. He was just impressed with the visual capabilities of a color game. Since, of course, Space Invaders wasn't in color. It was kind of a big deal. Gotta shoot the Galaxian. This game isn't bad, but it's just overshadowed by Galaga because it's more fully featured.
Yeah.
And no one cares about Gal Pulse because at that point you got too much stuff. Have you played much of Gal Pulse, Tom?
No, I haven't.
You get a tractor beam and then you can suck up all the aliens and make them join your team.
Oh.
It's rather interesting, actually. A lot of varying level structure stuff going on. But not as accessible as, the other
Galaga.
games. Yeah. Or Galaxian, even. Which makes sense, since Galaxian came first. Alright. Dig Dug. Did you know
Dig
Dig...
Bug? I thought it was called Dig Bug.
Is that what it said?
I don't know.
It might
I'll
have.
have to look.
Did you know that Dig Dug, this version, was actually never released in the US?
No, I didn't.
Yeah. It's kind of a interesting thing, actually, when you think about it, considering how this is kind of one of the important games from Namco, I'd say. We beat the first level of Dig Dug, now we know what it looks like.
Ooh. Yeah,
It
Dig
is
Bug.
Dig Bug. Not fooling anybody, guys. Battle City.
I won't make the reference.
What reference?
Nothing.
Battle City is a game that is on every single multi-cart ever, and everyone's tired of hearing about it. Unless you're not. And I mean, like, okay. But I am. It's not bad. It's simple. It's basically combat. Or, not really. Well, I guess, it's combat plus, or whatever, you know?
Combat 2.
Something like that. Though I think Combat 2 was a real thing.
Oh, there was something new.
I don't know, you battle in the city. Fun is had. I believe we're on to this page now, right?
I think so. Go back one page. Oh, you just want to play Ice Climber.
Yeah, I'd like to play some Ice Climber. Yeah, Battle City, okay. Ice Climber. Just the one. Oh, it's all screwed up, though.
How will you ever reach the top then?
These Chinese programmers who probably don't have very nice computers to work with don't know how to program a game. I can't believe it, but I can club seals. It's weird. I mean, for what they were working with, this is actually pretty impressive that they were able to get 100+ games on here or whatever. Are you impressed yet?
Where are the platforms?
Board the invisible platforms. I'm not going to be able to pull this off.
No bonus.
Certainly not. Da.
Ta-da. Is this a... Have we played this game already?
I would say so.
It's Popeye.
Is that what you call that music?
No, not the music.
I'm a bear.
I'm just saying that the game is Popeye.
Oh, look, I can pinch people in the eyes. I'm a ninja bear, I think. Or something. The graphics are appealing enough, I guess. In this reskin. The penguin is stolen from Pinball this time. Not Binary Land. I don't know what that guy is. But
some jerk face.
I'm glad that he's here. Glad he could show up. Oh, he threw another one!
Oh, snap.
And that is why you fail. That's what Yoda said to Luke Skywalker. Antarctic Adventure. Oh, this one too. It always shows up. It's about a penguin. Sometimes when you see the ones that appear so often, it gets a little bit tedious. Like, I know this one. Have you seen this before?
No.
I think this is literally the first thing I think of when I think of Walgreens selling those bootleg controllers. You know? It's this game. For whatever reason.
Is it Temple Run?
Imagine Temple Run, but like lacking kind of the things that make Temple Run fun for even a moment. I don't know. I don't get Antarctic Adventure. It's just not something that's ever worked for me. F1 Ring Race is another one that appears on literally every multi-cart ever.
A racing game.
A racing game, but it's kind of cool. This one has the weirdness where it doesn't really look like your car is attached to the ground. It feels kind of like floating. Which is fine. I don't care. No one cares.
Because we're gonna play this game for probably 2 more seconds.
Yep. And moving right along. They lured us in with Super Shrek Brothers. But here towards the end, we're going to disappoint slightly.
Everybody's played Galaga before.
Galaga is great though, and I think you'd be hard pressed to make a shooter which is actually with what it sets out to do as good as Galaga.
Probably not. Like, not in the style, at least. Yeah.
Oh my god, did you guys see that? That might have been the most pro Galaga move I've ever done.
Pro Galaga, yeah.
I am pro Galaga.
Have you beaten Galaga or something?
Oh, I just support it heavily.
Yeah,
I'm pro Galaga.
That's right.
I don't think Galaga has an end. Well, I mean, obviously it doesn't. Like Galaga 98 or whatever has an ending. Turns out you were the bad guy.
Oh.
It's a true fact, actually.
Are we the bad guy in this one?
No, I don't think so. Maybe. I don't know nothing. I'm doing terrible on this bonus round because I did so awesome earlier. No. Yeah. Could have been better, but alright, that was Galaga. I could play that for probably forever, actually. It's a really good game.
Oh, I saw another game.
Another game?
Yes.
There's more games?
Yes.
Oh, not baseball. What? What kind of baseball game is this? Tom, this is like the Star Trek. What? This is like Star Trek baseball. You know, in the future, chess is played on 3 layers. In the future, baseball is played in a multi-dimensional format where people just, they sit on the signs.
Beautiful.
That was the best version of that game I've played. Oh no. Oh wait, no, I just selected it again. Sorry, I was distracted by something that I saw. That might be a bad thing.
War Man?
It's supposed to be made by Namco if it does that weird scrolling
no,
thing.
is this...
Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah. You were the bad guy all along. I can't believe it. I'm sure that there's an article out there about it where they say the shocking truth behind Galaga. If not, someone should get on writing that.
What, we just kill these guys? We're probably the bad guy here, too.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Workman's a game I don't really understand either.
I think we should go into that workplace now.
I do understand the one, though, there's on I have a controller where you play as a penguin in this game instead. I understand that. I don't really relate to Workman's character, though, so I'm not fully immersed. Like I want to be when I play these immersive games that immerse me so.
What will be next?
Super Arabian, see? I told you that was a real game. We played this earlier, except for it had a different name.
Did we?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Remember it had the creepy face thing?
Oh.
Man, this has ended up being probably our longest stream. We were just really doing this, at least in my case. I picked to do this first just to get my voice back. And in some sort of... Geez, and now I'm doing bad. I was doing really good before.
Yeah.
I think the other graphics helped it a little bit. Okay. Star Force. Will we be able to beat the one thing? This is from a famous episode of Game Center CX. One of the earlier ones. There's an enemy he has to try and beat, and it takes him a very long time to do it.
Aren't there, like, warps in this game?
In this one? I don't know.
I thought you played...
You might be thinking of Super Star Force, which I believe does have warps. It also has a time travel plot.
Oh.
Let me try, I gotta beat him, it's like Larios or something.
Larios?
Yeah.
Sounds pretty fake to me.
Oh. Why would I make that up?
Because you can.
Did you see that there was leaks for Pokemon Sun and Moon?
Today?
Not today. This was like a day or two ago. They leaked a blue starter bird. And it looks dumb.
And
Tom doesn't believe me, but it's true. I mean, it's not. I don't know if the leak's true, but the fact that someone claims to have leaked an image is true. This is what has me concerned. We might have to put up like a black thing around this stream or something and check that one out first. I don't know.
we'll just skip that one if you're scared of it.
Tom, we can't
skip.
we can't play just 99 of the games. That didn't validate the whole stream.
Have we really been playing games though, Michael? Are these really games?
Oh my god, Tom, you're right. I haven't been playing games. I thought that what I wanted... What was... Whoa, okay. I thought I wanted this. You're really opening my eyes to some crazy stuff right now, Tom.
No. Yeah, I know.
Frankly, it's making me sick. Okay. Radon Bungling. Bay.
I feel like we've played the same game over and over.
No, this is new.
But it's...
Tom, give me one fact about Radon Bungling Bay, and I will pay you all the money currently in my pocket.
You don't have any money in your pocket, though.
Really?
Probably don't. You play as a helicopter.
Give me an interesting fact. Come on. See? He wants to see every one of them. The world must know. They're wonderful. Radon Bungling Bay, actually, is what inspired SimCity.
One fact.
Ninja-kun. Play this game, Tom,
Okay.
because it looks annoying.
Ninja-kun.
I actually knew what it was beforehand.
Oh.
I've played enough of it.
Oh. I want to go up. Let me go up.
We started off pretty promising. Super Shrek Brothers. That definitely raised an eyebrow. The weird game where we were a monkey that was also a bear who wore a top hat and fought Donkey Kong Country bosses. That was really fascinating, but Tom didn't want us to play that one forever like I wanted to. So...
Jump up! It won't let me jump. How do you jump?
Probably press up, right?
I pressed up. It doesn't like me. How, what?
Wow, Tom. Not only can I jump, but I can jump in varying degrees. Is that right? It doesn't look right. It looks wrong, actually. Okay. I can't tell. I'm just gonna keep on playing. Oh. Now I'm gonna quit. Alright. Millipede. Millipede is still good. I don't think you could make a bad version of Millipede, probably. Even the Atari version is essentially perfect.
I'm sorry.
Well, that's Centipede, I guess, but
if that B game I was playing is kind of like a version of Millipede. But
oh, that just wasn't working right.
The one that was like super easy.
IQ Champion.
Yeah.
You might be right. That was another classic.
But it was like super easy, so.
Yeah. Fascinating. Okay. Temporary stream blackout for a second while I check what this is. Okay, the title screen came up and I'm not much more put at ease. Okay, yeah, that's fine. This is Magic Place, I guess. I was afraid it would be Magic Bubble, which is a weird game created by, or at least released in the US by Panesian. It's a game with naked people in it.
Oh.
I think it was actually probably developed by Hacker International. Now that I think about it, because that was their thing for the longest time. Like pornographic video games. We don't stream that stuff though.
High
We're
jump.
high class. Oh look, it's gonna be 8 million different versions of Hypersports games. Can I faceplant?
You did like
I did it.
something.
I certainly did.
Shooting the game.
First try. Whoa. Alright. Yep, I know. Thank you.
100-meter dash. Oh look, it's those same guys that we
Oh, I did a false start. Now I've ruined it. Okay, I think we got all those out of the way. Gomuku Narabi. Renju.
Is it my turn to play a game?
Oh, sure.
Is this Mahjong?
No, this is, Connect 5. That's what it's called, usually. You have to place your, black piece so that you can connect 5. But you won't be able to, because I've always found the, AI to be really devilishly difficult. Or my strategy to just be super, super poor. They will trap you, Tom. There's nothing that can be done.
Oh.
Also, I found that if you do too good, you usually lose anyway. Like it'll say like, "Oh, you're not allowed to make that move." Doesn't it like constantly keep you on the defensive?
Yeah.
Like it doesn't care. And they're doing pretty good though. No, Tom, you fool. They won.
I placed one wrong.
Yep. Okay, you lost. Please select the next game. We're almost there.
I can see the end almost.
Formation Z.
Okay.
Disk system game, if I recall, that got ported. Well, oh wow.
It's so fast. Let's go. Just go up.
No, I think you can't see what's coming because half the screen is zeros.
Oh.
Destroy aliens, Tom.
Okay, I'll try. No, no,
Reset.
Okay.
Field combat, and then we're on the last page. And this sad story is put to rest. This is the story of a UFO who could.
Maybe you should just keep going forward and ignore those people. Because they just keep coming back to life.
Oh. The final page! Two cards. Level 1. Level 2. There's only 2 allowed.
Okay.
That's all it understands.
Stage 1. Okay.
This cards and this.
Oh, it's a memory game.
Oh, my favorite. Oh, I remembered one. Is this good banana? I'm a pretty smart guy, Tom. Just saying.
Win. Stage 2.
Now things get challenging. Oh, stop. It's hard for me to see where my cursor is. Makes me look like I can't even remember a simple math equation or something.
Win! Stage 3.
Okay, 2 cards. Was exactly...
Matching. Devil World.
Devil World is a wonderful thing. Miyamoto's only classic not to be brought abroad. I think maybe it's on Virtual Console now, but possibly not. Because it's weird. And just, I mean, why not? When you get a cross that lets you breathe fire and you're a dragon. Made sense to me.
Yep. Just as much sense as a mushroom that lets you grow.
Yeah. It's Check and Pop. What is this game? I never understand it. I legitimately can't figure it out.
Is this like Viva Viva Viva?
I don't think so. Maybe. I guess you can kind of control gravity.
I guess you're supposed to collect all those tier things. No. No, I see. Oh.
Like I said, never understand it. The farmer. Oh, is this the one? What? I don't know what this. Oh. Oh. Oh.
Collect the sheep, don't collect the wolves?
I was trying to whip him though. I was trying to get rid of him. Sheep 19. 18. What? Another Dream Gear game. Rural Goblin. Oh, yeah, of course.
Oh.
Are we back? Wait. Last time we had a shovel with hyperdrive. This time we don't have anything. But we can pause it. Just in case you need a moment to try and figure out what exactly is going on. Devil Rider. Appropriate follow-up to a Rural Goblin.
Have we played this game before?
Probably in some form.
So fast. You're so small.
It's kind of how the universe is, when you think about it. Very fast and we're very small. Galaxies are rotating and spinning and colliding.
Pinball.
We've already tried Hoodle though. We know what this is about.
You
And
have
Hoodle was
to
a funnier
play
name.
Until you die though.
Do we?
Probably. Or beat something like the first level, which there is.
The first level of pinball.
You'll die.
Oh, I died.
Anyways.
Oh,
5 days.
Five nights. This is it's a war game. I'm just waiting for China to get their hands on that Five Nights at Freddy's game. Even though I haven't personally played it, I just feel like it would be a good thing for them to turn into a crappy homebrew NES game.
5 Nights at Freddy's.
I'm not even sure I ever understood the gameplay. Like, no one ever explained it to me. I guess it's like a nationally beloved game series now or something. But 5 days. I couldn't even play the game for 5 seconds.
Dun, dun, dun.
Devildom Doom. This always shows up on these things, and it always sucks. I'm sorry, that's uncalled for.
That's the.
Oh my god, I just realized what this game is. It's Night Stalker, the Intellivision game. But why?
Because they can.
Oh, guys, we're here.
At the end. And in the end.
Cub Adventure is what will see us off.
Yep.
I'm the one at the top.
This looks like the last game we played, kind of.
Yeah, kind of.
Collect the things.
Well, the last one you're not actually supposed to collect anything. You just sort of shoot everybody. And they respawn and then you shoot them again. Okay, I think we gotta pick up that propeller. So that we can do that.
Ooh.
So we can teleport to the bottom of the screen and fly to where we started.
Stage 2.
Is this anticlimactic?
No.
Yes, but you know, that's what you get when you play 101. Well, guys, thanks for joining us for part 1 of Streamtacular Week, or whatever it's called. We played 100 games. That makes up for a week of not streaming, right? If we look at 100 crappy games, and then every time we see a game, we say, "Well, that game sucks,"
Yep.
and then we move on to another game.
Oh, we played that one before you.
Yep. What a. We will always remember Super Shrek Brothers
It was
for
beautiful.
what that was, and IQ Champion.
Beautiful.
And this one had Star Wars music in it.
Yes.
Alright. We'll probably be back later today with some Pokemon Crystal.
Ooh.
So, see you guys then.
Bye.
Bye.